Brother, picture this. It is 2:17 in the morning. A woman who once had complete control over your time, your energy, your future, maybe your ex-wife, maybe the mother of your children, maybe the one you put on a pedestal for years, is lying awake, phone brightness turned all the way up, refreshing your Instagram profile for the 47th time tonight. One question burning in her mind: where did he go? And why does it still hurt so much? You stopped texting first. You stopped viewing her stories. You removed your attention completely. No drama, no announcement, no final fight. And in that single act of disciplined withdrawal, you became the one thing she never planned for. A man she can no longer reach, no longer predict, and no longer control. I am going to walk you through every single stage of what actually happens inside her mind, from the first 24 hours to 20 years later, when a high-value man permanently removes his presence. 8 complete stages. From the subtle unease that starts on day 5 to the permanent emotional scar some women carry until the day they die. I have watched this exact sequence play out with 20-year-old college kids and 45-year-old CEOs going through brutal divorces. Same biology, same psychology, same result. This is not theory. This is thousands of real cases, clients, community members, and my own life. Take notes, because once you internalize these 8 stages, you will never again negotiate for respect, chase validation, or beg for a woman's time. Let's begin. Stage 0, the guarantee phase. Before you disappeared, you were her guaranteed resource. You were the first text she saw every morning. You were the last voice she heard every night. When she had a bad day at work, you listened for hours. When she fought with her family, you fixed it. When she felt insecure about her body, you wrote paragraphs that made her feel like the only woman on earth. You trained her nervous system to expect your attention the same way it expects oxygen, always there, never question. Neurochemically, you became her safest drug, always available, zero risk, instant reward. Then one day, you simply stopped delivering. No explanation, no "I need space" text, no angry exit, just silence. That single decision triggered the most powerful psychological chain reaction a man can create in a woman's life. Because withdrawal is always stronger than the high ever was. Stage 1, the first 4 days. For the first 96 hours, she barely registers the change. In fact, most women feel relief. She tells her friends over coffee, "Honestly, it is kind of nice not having him check in every 5 minutes." She posts self-care stories, goes to yoga, flirts with the idea of focusing on herself. But something subtle has already shifted. Every time her phone lights up with a notification that is not you, a tiny part of her brain notices. She just does not consciously acknowledge it yet. Pride is still in full control. This is the calm before everything changes. Stage 2, day 5 to 10. Around day 6, something feels off. She opens your message thread out of habit, maybe to find an old photo or joke, and realizes your last text is already buried. That small twist in her stomach is the first scheduled dose of validation that never arrived. She starts rationalizing immediately. He is just swamped at work. His phone probably died. Maybe he is traveling for business. Anything except the truth. You made a decision and walked away. She begins doing mental math. What is the longest he has ever gone without reaching out? 12 hours? 24? Now every previous record has been shattered. The throne she has been sitting on for months, sometimes years, starts to feel cold. Stage 3, day 10 to 14. This is when she switches from passive to active. She starts posting stories at the exact time you used to be online, changes her profile picture to one you always loved, drops your favorite song with a cryptic caption, begins viewing your close friends' stories from 2 years ago. Every action is calculated. She is testing the wire, seeing if you will flinch first. She refreshes her story viewer list every 10 minutes, praying your name appears. It does not. And with every hour you stay dark, her anxiety compounds. This is no longer about missing you yet. This is about losing control. Stage 4, week 3 to 4. Welcome to the stage almost no man ever gets to witness. It usually hits between week 3 and week 4, between 2 and 4 in the morning. She is in bed, lights off, phone under the blanket like she is 16 again. She opens your old DM thread and starts scrolling back, months, sometimes years. She finds the messages you sent when she was in the hospital, the paragraph you wrote after her miscarriage, the 3 a.m. "I have got you" text when she was breaking down postpartum, the "you are still the most beautiful woman I have ever seen" message after she gained 30 pounds. She reads them once, then again, then a third time, and then it hits her like a freight train. That version of you no longer exists. The man who would move heaven and earth for her is gone, and she is the one who destroyed him, with indifference, with manipulation, with taking him for granted, or with the slow death of 1,000 small betrayals. Some women cry that night. Some pour another glass of wine and stare at the ceiling. Some open the dating apps and hate every new guy within 5 minutes. Regret has a very specific taste at 3:47 in the morning. Stage 5, weeks 3 to 6. The casual reach out arrives. You wake up to, "Hey stranger, saw something today that reminded me of you. How have you been holding up?" 90% of men fold right here. They see the breadcrumb and they bite. 10% stay completely silent, and they unlock the 2 darkest, most powerful stages a man can create. Stage 6, month 2, total loss of frame. She starts monitoring your Instagram active status like it is the stock market, asks mutual friends about you, then immediately says, "Do not tell him I asked." Drives by the gym she knows you train at, creates burner accounts to see if you accept hotter women faster, checks your Spotify Friends activity to see what you're listening to at night. She hates herself for doing it, and she cannot stop. You have become the one variable in her life she can no longer influence. Your silence has turned her from the prize into the pursuer. Stage 7, months 2 to 6. Identity crisis. She starts asking the big questions. Was I actually the problem? Why do I only value men who walk away? Why did I treat someone who loved me like an option? Some book therapy, and you are the first topic they bring up. Some get fillers, new hair, move cities. Some file for divorce from the rebound guy they left you for. None of it fills the void, because the void is not geographical. The void is shaped exactly like the man she lost. Stage 8, the permanent echo. Years later, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. She is remarried. Kids are grown. Career is successful. Life looks perfect on the outside. Then one random Tuesday, a song comes on in the grocery store. She catches your cologne on a stranger. She sees a man with your exact walk crossing the street, and for 30 seconds the entire world stops. Her chest tightens. Her throat closes. She remembers everything. She knows, on a level she will never say out loud, that she let go of the one man who saw her at her absolute worst and still chose her every single day. Some women carry that quiet ache for the rest of their lives. That, gentlemen, is checkmate, achieved with 0 words, 0 revenge, 0 effort. Just disciplined, unbreakable silence. The nuclear protocol, how to guarantee stage 8. Follow these 6 steps exactly. 1. Get in the best physical shape of your life, 25 or 45, does not matter. 2. Build or rebuild real wealth. 6 figures is the entry ticket. 7 figures is the new standard. 3. Upgrade your circle, your wardrobe, your environment. Become visibly high status. 4. Let her witness the transformation indirectly. Never flaunt it directly to her. 5. Date women who are clear upgrades. Let the evidence spread naturally through mutual connections. 6. Never break silence. Not for birthdays, not for funerals, not for closure. She will watch from the sidelines as you become the final version of the man she once had and give everything she lost to someone else. That combination, regret plus undeniable proof, is a life sentence she imposed on herself. Final instruction. If you are still double texting, still checking her stories on a burner account, still hoping one day she will come to her senses, close this video right now. Delete every unsent message. Remove her from your life completely, and stay gone. Real power is not the loud exit. Real power is the silent disappearance that echoes in her soul for decades. You are not the man who begs anymore. You are the standard every future man gets measured against, and none of them will ever measure up. You are the ghost she will never fully exorcise. Now go live like it, like if you have watched this play out in real time. Comment silence if you are going radio dark tonight, no matter your age. Comment ghost if you have already created a stage 8 scar. Comment your current age and the stage you're on with her right now. Subscribe and turn on notifications. Next video drops the exact reattraction script for when and only when you decide you want her back on your terms. Until then, stay unreachable. See you at the top.